Hey, everybody, and welcome to tonight's broadcast or today's broadcast, depending where you are. Today, we're going to be installing Visual Studio on my Mac in order to build video games in Unreal Engine using C++. So hopefully, if everything goes smoothly, at some point during this stream, we'll start coding. However, if everything does not go smoothly and this takes a little while for the install, then we're just going to kick that out of the way today and get that done with. And then next time we'll be able to start coding. So before we get into installing this Visual Studio on my device here, I have a couple things to go through. I hope you'll bear with me. So first, I want to say what else we have on this channel. What else is coming soon? So this channel is actually, it's not a game dev channel. I do these streams twice a week. That's the plan, at least. This is the third stream, but I'm planning to do it every Wednesday and Saturday to have this stream, working to build uniquely positive digital experiences. So that's what this stream is about. But on the channel, we also have videos aimed at helping, exploring how to live a more balanced, healthy, and productive life as a creative, I guess you could say. So being an artist or a content creator or anything like that, but still giving yourself the time and energy to take care of real life outside of your creative pursuit. Not that that's not real life, but adult life, I guess you would say, non-creative life. So that's what this channel is about. We'll also be documenting our travels, which is a big part of my life. And the traveling, that plays into the having a balanced life while having a hectic schedule and still finding time to create. So that's all aside. You're here for the stream. So let's get a little further into that. I want to say that we have live chat enabled. So if you think of anything that you want to say during this broadcast, if you have anything to contribute, if you think you have an idea that could help me in my process here, that's more than welcome. I would love to hear it, and I'll be working with chat. If you're watching this on the replay after the live stream, then comments are enabled, and you can leave comments, and I'll see those afterwards and can incorporate them into future streams. So that's more than welcome as well. The more engagement, the better. It is good for my process, good for my learning, and it's even good for the channel. So speaking of the channel and what's good for it, I have three things to ask. One is, if you enjoy this stream and you go to the channel and see some of our other videos and like what you see, consider subscribing if you're not, so that you can see our future uploads and live streams. Second thing, if you could, if you could right now hit the thumbs up button, the like button, that will help YouTube to know that this is an engaging stream, and it should send it to more people. That helps the channel. And thirdly, Super Chat is enabled. So if it's enabled for you and you feel so generous as to donate any amount to the channel, that would go a long way as well. So put that out there. I know not everyone can do that or can afford to do that or cares to do that, but if you do, that's enabled. So last thing before we get into today's bulk of the stream, I want to say my vision for this project so that you're aware if you've never been on one of these streams before, and also where we're at currently. So my vision for this project that we're working on is that I'm working to build uniquely positive digital experiences. And what does that mean? That means, for now, video games, but I want them to be positive. I don't want to build a game that you feel addicted to, or that you get on there and you just leave not feeling spiritually energized. So I'm trying to build something positive that you can feel good about playing in all ways, and then leave from there and be a better person for it. Um, and where we're at now, we are in the very, very early stages. So this is the third live stream. I've done quite a few courses on um, software engineering and one on game dev. However, all those courses, I did not make it all the way through because of focus shifting to different things, and not knowing exactly the right route I should take. So that's the reason I started this live stream, so that we can kind of rein me in and keep me accountable and also help my process. So far it's worked. I've made breakthroughs that would have taken me like weeks to make before. I made them in one live stream session because I am locked in here with you and I don't want to let you down, and I also don't want to let me or my family down. So that being said, where we're at right now, super early stages, and literally downloading like the work environment that I need to work on this project. In the first stream, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen now. In the first stream, I'm going to show you some notes that we came up with, just to give you an idea. This was the notes we took in the first stream, and all that you see scrolling on your screen right now is notes for the first game that we're working on now. But we're not going to really care about getting into that this second. We're going to do the installation of Visual Studio. And if you are a beginner programmer, you know that installing stuff is not as cut and dry as one might think. So let's get into this. Okay. With that, let's go over here to this. This is what we pulled up last stream. Documentation for Unreal Engine, and specifically for installing Visual Studio as the IDE, which I'll be working with to build my code and build my software. So what I got to last time is that I had been trying to mess around and build this with Visual Studio code, not set up for C++ or Unreal Engine. So when installing the second version of Visual Studio onto this same device, I got the okay, I can do that without destroying anything else that is built in the other version or on this computer. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. And that leaves me to this documentation, and it should walk me through it, but it's not as cut and dry and easy as it always can sound. So let's see. If you're installing VS, I'm down here on this. I'm going to make it a little bigger so you can see where I'm at. Maybe read along with me if you can see on your screen. If you're installing Visual Studio for the first time, you will want to make sure that you have the following options enabled. Okay, C++ tools. And these things are necessary. If you can see that, I also have to include the Unreal Engine installer to, I guess, connect my workflow, which would be between this IDE, Visual Studio, and Unreal Engine, which is the engine that we build the game in with the language C++. So I did look up right before this stream. I real quick went and pulled this up just to see if I'd be able to do it. So it wouldn't start the stream and then have to end because I couldn't do it. So I do believe I can do this. I Googled install Visual Studio. And the reason I'm doing Visual Studio, let me click this link real quick. Download Visual Studio tools, install free for Windows, Mac, etc. That's where we're going to be working. But the reason I chose Visual Studio is because it's the easiest route. They now have a way to literally build C++ for Unreal Engine in Visual Studio, and then run it, I suppose, straight onto, ship it into Unreal Engine. However that works, we're not at that point yet. But I saw some other options other than Visual Studio, and they looked very complicated and much past my current abilities. So what we're going to be doing is Visual Studio. Seems the easiest. Most straightforward is what I mean by easiest. So, okay, I don't have any page experience to talk about yet. I'm just rambling. But let's go over here. Okay, community. Community, yes. Powerful IDE, free for students, open source contributors, and individuals. Free download. Bam. We're just going to ask a lot of things. Okay, recommended for you, .NET. Develop applications for desktop, web, mobile games, and whatever LOT is, or IoT. LOT, I suppose. You can write .NET apps in C#, F#, or Visual Basic Language. No. Let's look where we can find C++. Desktop development using .NET Core. No, doesn't look like I see C++ anywhere there. Game development using Unity. No. Let's see if it has game development using, here we go, Unreal. Let's see. C++. Real quick, what did it say up here? Machine learning. No. Okay. Game development using C++. Want to jump straight into game development? Yes. Learn to build a shooting gallery using UWP that runs on PC, Xbox, and other Windows devices. I don't want to do that. I'm going to go back up to C++. I'm going to read this real quick. On Windows, yes. You can use C++ and Visual Studio to create anything from simple console to Windows desktop apps, from device drivers and operating system components to cross-platform games from mobile devices. Okay, yeah. Let's get to cracking. There must be somewhere, I might have missed it, a download link. Oh, it's probably down here. Oops, yeah, there we go. Expand your Visual Studio skills by area. I might do that at some point, but right now I'm just trying to install it. Let's see what this setup says. Actually, before clicking on that setup, I'm gonna click on it. No, I'm gonna see. Yes. Should I Google it? How to install Visual Studio using the setup. I think I can figure it out. I'm going to click on the setup. Application can't be opened. Bam. Okay. Well, that doesn't work. And this kind of stuff happens in developing all the time. Absolutely. What's the word? Okay, it says to retry. It's absolutely, I guess infuriating is one word. Maybe something more like mind grinding, because it works some way. You have to figure it out. Let's see, your download will start shortly. If your download does not begin, click here to retry. Cool. Install Visual Studio. Okay. First, please make sure to open your Visual Studio, download, and install. You can save installation time in this space by selecting just the components needed. You can always incrementally add more components later at any time as needed. That's good. Getting started with Visual Studio IDE to develop. Okay. Install. Let's try again. Click here to retry. Let us open her up. Please, no. Application can't be opened. Let's see. What is that? Error code? I'm going to Google that. There's lots of good answers on Google. You literally type in like, this application can't be opened, and then that number, and it should come up with something. So N661, the application can't be opened. N661. Both Google. The application is opened. Oh, N661. What does that mean? I just purchased. Okay. What does 1060 blah blah blah? The root causes of Mozilla Foundation errors associated with Firefox include missing or corrupt file, or in some cases a past or present Firefox-related malware infection. Downloading and replacing your Mozilla Foundation file can fix the problem in most cases. Okay, probably gonna do that. We'll get some more feedback here, and if you have any idea in the chat, feel free to drop it, and I will see. Let me do this real quick. Show. Run the banner across the bottom of your screen. Read that if you just joined, if you will. I'm gonna get more specific here. Application can't be opened 10.661 Visual Studio. Okay. The Mac software is up to date. I have no idea if I'm not sure if it's up to date. Pretty up to date, but maybe not fully. Okay. Application can't be opened. I might have to download Visual Studio, not through the website, but through a whatever it's called, maybe through Terminal or something. Application can't be opened. I just purchased. That's not what I purchased, but let's see. This guy says, I'm assuming you have installed these apps on your Mac. If not, go and install it again. Take the following action to resolve this issue. Download the license repair tool. That's not relevant to what I'm trying to do here. I'm not downloading Microsoft. Oh, you know what it probably is? Bam. Light bulb going off. This is the best feeling when it comes to developing, when the light bulbs go off. So I'm pretty sure, Visual Studio is a Microsoft product, so I might not be up to date with my Microsoft software on this Mac OS. So let's see if that'll fix it. I'm gonna do in Google updating Microsoft software on Mac. I'll put it for Visual Studio so I can maybe get some more relevant answers here. This is on updating Visual Studio for Mac, but I need a whole new install of Visual Studio, I believe. Yeah, I do. Let's see. Update Visual Studio? No. Update. And y'all, if just a precaution, if I am gonna sit here and end up having to research for like an hour and I feel like I'm not getting anywhere, that'll end the stream and I'll do the research off the stream. But I am gonna give it a good bit, maybe like 20 minutes. If I haven't solved it during that time and I'm just going in circles and have no leads, then I'll probably go research or ask questions outside of this. The cool thing about the streaming though is that as I build an audience on into the future, I might have people in here that can answer these questions for me or help, at least in some way, give me some extra light bulbs that might lead to a solution, which is why I decided to do this streaming. Also, hopefully to help other beginners, because it is, as I said, a mind-grinding process. And if I can help other beginners who are also interested in building positive digital experiences, that is the goal. That's exactly what I want to do. So let's see. How do I update? What is the latest version? Yeah, I think I'll try just updating Visual Studio. That can't hurt what's already on there. And so go to Visual Studio, check for updates. Let's see. Even though it's the old one, maybe that'll help. We have all kinds of stuff here that are relevant to the stream. Let's go to, what did it say? Visual Studio, check for updates. Maybe code. Let's see, check for updates. Where can we find this? Selection, help. Let's see. Okay, no results found. Maybe, what does this mean? Maybe in Finder. No, I'm not going to go to Finder. I don't want everyone here to see everything that is on this computer. Nothing, not PG, but maybe some personal stuff I don't want hacked. We do updating Microsoft software from Mac for Visual Studio. So I'll preview or update Studio for Mac. Okay. If a new update is available, I'll start downloading. How do I go to Visual Studio? Over here? Go to Visual Studio, check for updates. Maybe if I go to Visual Studio, google.com, Visual Studio for Mac. Maybe their like site. Visual Studio. There we go. Here we are again. I'll try downloading it again, but I'm sure that's gonna work. That's the problem we already had. Didn't even begin this time, I don't think. So, oh, there we go. Okay, let's open when done. Now, please don't get the error message. If it does, then I think that is the problem, that it needs to be updated or something, or that it's already here. Ooh, it works. This is the other thing about engineering, is who knows when it's going to work out of nowhere. Unless you know exactly what you're doing. Install Visual Studio for Mac. Yes, please. Probably got to double click that. Yep. Okay. Install Visual is an app downloaded from the internet. Are you sure you want to open it? Yes, please. And I'm going to go back to this documentation over here for Unreal Engine so that it can let me know exactly what I have to. I don't want to overlook something, although I did say I can add it later, so that's good. Files in your downloads folder, sure. Thank you for downloading. Continue. Okay. Oh, here's the options. Here we go. Okay. .net. No. Geez. Okay, so default. I'll see what's in it in default. Unless I can find something real quick that says C++ down here. And that's what I need to pick. Okay, well, let me check the documentation over here. This is a good time to do that. Right? Good time to do that. Make sure you select game development with C++ under workloads. As well as these additional options. Where is workloads? I guess I have to download it first. Just default download probably. Yeah, and then I can find workloads. Okay. We'll just go with this. Not .net. I don't need that. I'll save some space. Visual Studio for Mac. Okay. Install. I hope this doesn't take too long. Might take a while, maybe not too much of a while. But let me tell you all a story while it's downloading. So when I downloaded, as you can see down here, back here, Unreal Engine, I downloaded that to this computer a while ago, and when I did so, it is a huge download. First of all, I don't even know the size, but it took a lot to to get on this computer. Even though it's a state of the art, but it is a Mac, and they're not really so much meant or used for game development as much as a PC. I'm sorry, as much as a Windows PC. So anyways, I'm there downloading Unreal Engine, and it took literally like an entire evening. And halfway through, we noticed that the computer was getting hot, and I was like, oh crap. So we set up fans, like outside fans, external fans, little portable fans around the computer. And we were like, had it plugged in, charging, fans on the charger outlet on the bottom of the computer. It was lifted up for better airflow. And it did get installed, and it does run. So that's cool. I'm going to definitely streamline it though, because I'm pretty sure I downloaded way too much, more than is necessary for Unreal Engine. And I think it runs slow. I didn't get too far into it to really tell if it runs slow or not, but it seems like it does. So when I get to that point in this process of setting up my work environment, I may have to streamline Unreal Engine. We'll see how that works. Because especially with live streaming here on YouTube, it takes a little bit of computer energy. I don't know exactly, maybe bandwidth or whatever it's called, to work properly. And then adding that giant Unreal Engine, and then, it might mess with the stream. So I'm going to, it looks like the stream's struggling a little bit too over here. I see that the signal connection's fairly good. Yeah. Just because of downloading this. So I'm going to keep that in mind. I'm actually going to make a little note since we have time while this downloads. Over here. Homework. Look, and actually, I'll probably, I'll set this as homework. Look into streamlining Unreal Engine for better live stream performance before using it during a live stream. Yeah, I'm going to do that in between this live stream and Saturday's live stream, just to make sure I don't have to get on Saturday and have to get right off because nothing's working. So yeah, there we go, there's that. Looks like we're 70, we feel the computer to make sure it's not hot, 73% done with this download, installation. So good time to change my banner maybe, besides these live streams. This channel is focused on balancing a healthy, balanced, productive, worldly life with dedication to a craft. Check the other videos on this channel for more. I'm running on the bottom of your screen in case someone comes in and they're wondering where the travel vlogs are, what's going on here with this live stream. Just let them know they're still at the right channel. Excuse me. All right, so we're at 75%. And you know what? Real quick, I did forget to get my water, so I'm going to put up a real quick thing and say I'm going to get water. So that anyone popping in doesn't know or does know what's going on. Be right back. Let's get water. 20 seconds. Banner. I'm gonna put that up right there. Okay. And this is 82% done. It should be done by the time I'm back. I will be back in 20 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Something like 15 seconds. And I'm back. Thank you for hanging in there. Here's my water. Okay. We're at 88%, 89%. %90 installed on this Visual Studio. And it seems like we're 30 minutes into the stream, and I'm gonna hopefully, once this gets installed, knock this out. This stream, get it installed, ready, prepared, do some C++ coding in it. I'll probably write a little hello world thing, run that, make sure it's working, and then that will be the stream. So start ready for next time. Let's see what this is saying running across the screen, or across the download screen. What's new in Visual Studio for Mac 2022? We're hard at work building the next big release of Visual Studio for Mac with a fully native UI and refreshed visual theme. Learn how to use it. Take a tour, find out what you can build, and learn some tips to be more productive. Maybe, in the future I'll do that. Game development with Unity, edit C# scripts with IntelliSense, and debug your Unity games. And we are installed. Bam. Perfect. Oh, and I am back. In case you couldn't tell. On that one. All right, hello. Connect to your developer services. Sign in to start using your Azure credits and activate extra features by unlocking the IDE. I'll do this later, but I'm going to make a, what's it called? Note. Hey, note. Let's see. Sign in to Visual Studio. Officially sign in. Okay. And we're back. Which keyboard shortcuts do you prefer? Visual Studio for Mac, Visual Studio for Windows, Visual Studio Code, Xcode. I have tried Xcode. I have tried Visual Studio Code, but I don't know them that well to care, so I'm going to do Visual Studio for Mac, which is what it's supposed to be. Default. All right, Visual Studio 2022 for Mac. Oh, man, we're ready. Recent projects, folders, and files will show up here and can be pinned for quick access. Open a local Visual Studio project, solution, or file, or choose a new project. Choose a project template with code scaffolding to get started. All right, now this is where we're going to set up for C++. So to add C++ tools to your VS installation, make sure you select game development C++. Oh, okay, workloads. I need to find workloads. Where are workloads hidden? This is not a very big thing here. Dashboard. Let's see. Oh, Google. Where are workloads in Visual Studio 2022? The installer, choose the workloads tab. There was none. What I saw. Default install while downloading off. I don't want to download all. I didn't want to. But let's see. you have Visual Studio open, go to Tools, Get Tools and Features. There we go. Tools, Get Tools and Features. Where are you? Tools, Get Tools and Features. Tools. Yay. Okay. Okay, there's no Get Tools and Features, but let's go to maybe Preferences or Add Custom Tools. So let's try Preferences first. Environment. I'm looking for workloads. Oh, here we go. Environment, behavior. All right, so there's no C++ there, which means that I maybe did not download it with it. So I might have to do some extra downloading here. Let's see. Huh. Visual, okay, environment. Let's go through here again. Build and debug, no. Locations, no. Publishing, no. Text editor, no. Behavior. Well, that's where all the languages are. So, let's see it. Source code, code formatting, version control, debugger, maybe extensions. Maybe there's a search here, if I can find a search. So let's go out of preferences. So I feel like that's where it is. Well, let's add custom tool maybe. No, it's probably not a custom tool. Okay, so. If you're just joining us, let me let you know that we are right now, what I'm doing is looking for how to make it possible to write in C++ in Visual Studio for Mac. And I'm having some trouble here. I don't think I've gone blind. I don't see C++ or CPP there. So let's go back to Google. Okay, where are workloads? I'm gonna say, how do I add C++ to Visual Studio? Okay, here we go. Original question. Does Visual Studio for Mac support C++? No, Visual Studio for Mac does not support C++. It supports C#. If you need C++ support on a Mac, I would use Xcode instead. And this is probably an old answer because it does support C++ from what I understand now. It did not used to. Let's see when that answer was, though. This answer is from, oh, wait, where'd it go? Where's that answer? That's from 2 years ago, yeah, so that makes sense. Let's go back. How do I get Visual Studio to run C++ code on Mac? Install Visual Studio Code on Mac OS, install the C++ extension for VS Code, and install the C++ extension by searching C++ in the extensions view. Okay, Control-Shift-X. Control-Shift-X. Did it work? No. Control-Shift-X. No. I'm gonna look one more time on Google, and then I'm gonna go to new and just make a project template and see if it works. But I like to get everything in order before going forward, just so I don't get confused later. What did this one say again? It said, okay, install a C++ extension by searching in the extension view. Okay, I'm gonna go to extension. Let's see, maybe I can search somewhere else. Project, hit search. No, not there. Searching in extension view. Extensions, there we go. Okay. Browse, no, I want to search. I want to search, unless it's right here. Let's browse. See. Oh yeah, here's the where you run. Okay. Control Shift X. Oh, I'm not even here. Control Shift X. No, didn't work. Oh, there's search. Okay. C++. Nothing. No extension for C++. Maybe I had to do it while downloading it. What about C? And here's something too, y'all. It's very possible that they have taken off support for, Visual Studio might have discontinued support for C++ on the Mac. And that's possible. So in that case, if that ends up being the case, I'm going to look right now on Google and see 2023 Visual Studio Mac. If that ends up being the case, then I'm going to have to do Visual Studio Mac C++. I would have to go a different route than Visual Studio. Let's just see. Search that. Lack of C++ in the new Visual Studio for Mac 2022. So this is my suggestion for a feature in new Visual Studio, and I hope that you'll consider implementing C++ in an IDE, but I realize, oh God. Why isn't there C++ for support for Visual Studio 2022 Mac? This is late December, and from what I had seen, I don't know exactly when it went into effect, but they started offering support for it at some point. Maybe they stopped recently. Let's see, running C++ code on a Mac in Visual Studio. Great way to quickly and easily develop C++ applications. To get started, okay. What is Markdown.com? This is later than the Reddit one. I'm gonna actually open both of these and see which one's more accurate. No, I don't want their notifications. Running C++ code and Visual Studio Code on Mac, a step-by-step guide. You're a Mac user and you want to learn how to use a powerful and popular text editor for writing and running C++ code, Visual Studio Code is an excellent choice. Okay. How do I run it? Template, oh goodness. That might be the solution to all my problems. Just open a new project. Let's see. Use a template. Okay. So now we are on projects. Install it. Once the extension is installed, you can open existing or create new ones to run your code. Press F5 to launch the program. You can also use IntelliSense to help you with coding. Getting started. Installing it. Okay. Yeah. Use the command line. Well, that's to run it. Just looking to write it. But oh well, I guess I can write it and run it. I think run a C++ file. Oh, bunch of comments. Maybe someone's helping. Under the tab where you just were, under Tools, second session. Oh hey, welcome back. Okay, so under the tab where I just was, under Tools. Oh, okay, yeah, I figured that out. Okay, so we're here. For those who have just joined, we are trying to install Visual Studio on my Mac, and I installed it, but now I'm trying to make it operable with C++. Latest light bulb says I can probably just write C++ code and then run it a certain way and it'll run. Another, dim bulb in my head, demon is telling me that if I build it, it's not going to run because I don't have that workload. So I've done. Let me go back real quick. Well, let me not go back. I'm just going to run a real quick thing written in C++ and see if it runs. I'm going to do a little hello world thing if they can teach me how to do that. And if that doesn't work, I'm going to come back up here and read a little more. It says it can run it. What is it called? Right, this is a lot of repetition there in that article, but that's okay. I'm gonna Google right quick how to hello world C++ Visual Studio. Run hello world. There we go. And for those who don't know what hello world is, it's just like the basic first thing that basically every course teaches you to run, and I think probably that's how you test stuff out. You just say, write a little program that says hello world, you run it in the console, and it should pop up on the screen and say hello world. So let's see if we can do it. Okay. Okay. C++ is a compiled language, meaning your program's source code must be translated before it can be run on your computer. Means I need a compiler. PS is first and foremost an editor and relies on a command line tools to do much of the development workflow. C++ extension does not include a compiler. Okay, we're a debugger. You'll need to install these tools or use those already installed on your computer. They're probably installed on the computer. at this point. We've done so many things like this, trying to figure stuff out. I might just try that first. If it's not installed, then I'll have to install a compiler to get this going. Okay. Some platforms, such as Mac OS, have a C++ compiler already installed. That's good. Mac OS users can get the Clang tools with Xcode. And Linux uses GCC, which is backstory, another little story is that I was trying to learn how to develop games with a 50-hour course. And I was using all these same tools, except not. I was trying to do the same thing with a whole different set of tools than I'm trying to use now. These tools were discovered after lots of research, trying to figure out how to make those tools work. They weren't working. I was completely hit a wall here in the course, and so I turned around, hit another wall, and I just boxed myself in, trying to get further and further in the course, patching up the errors that I was making. So that's why part of the reason I'm also doing this stream is just to completely start over in a more controlled setting and more research-oriented setting, rather than following a course and knowing I can move to the next step, even if I haven't figured out the last step. That was killing me, I think, in my learning experience. So check if I have a compiler installed. Make sure your compiler executable is in your platform path, so that the C++ extension can find it. Okay, there's an integrated terminal, VS Code, and it directly run the compiler. Okay, so let's get this. Well, how do I open? Okay, terminal is that uptick and a whatever this thing is called. Okay, so where's my uptick? Keyboard. Oh, here. Oh, control. Okay. Control that. Control that. Oh yeah, I'm a little further than I should be. Okay, there. Control that. No. I might need, oh yeah, of course I need something open. Let's just say blank. Project name, solution name. What is, I don't know what I'm looking at right now. Let's go back. New. Template. Or open a Visual Studio project, solution or file. Guess I need to make a new one. Okay. Solution name. I don't know exactly how to name it. How to name a solution in Visual Studio Text. Maybe give me my answer. Naming convention for Visual Studio solutions and projects. There we go. And for those new to developing, there's always conventions for naming things that without doing it properly, it doesn't work. Naming your projects by their full name, including full name, space part. That's helpful. Okay. Let me see how they named it. This might not even be what I'm looking for. Okay. That's a solution. Jeez. I'm just gonna say solution. I don't know. Okay, solution.sln down there. Solution. Let's just try it like this. We can always go back and undo it or redo it. Location. We'll put it on the desktop. I'm gonna put it just right there on the desktop. Let's just do that. Okay. Great. Let's see. Okay, and here's our. Oh, welcome. I might want to learn more about what's. I don't know what was before it. We're gonna have to learn all of it anyways. Okay. So back to this, what we were doing is checking if I have a compiler installed. Okay. Open the terminal. Control tick. There we go. I'd be checking, I suppose, for Clang compiler is what it said I kind of need. C++, I don't know if that works on Mac, though I might have that installed here, which would mean it would work. I don't know. Let's see. Well, this note is very interesting. I don't know if it's relevant, but it says if you would prefer a full integrated development environment with built-in compilation, debugging, and project templates, there are many options available, such as the Visual Studio Community Edition. That sounds nice. You don't have it, but I'm going to highlight that note and put it in my notes. Copy. Coding notes. Oh, I forgot to show you guys what review what we did last time in the notes there, but I'm gonna put this here. I'm gonna date it so I know. A wrap. Okay, if you don't have a compiler installed, in the example below, describe how to install. Okay, well, let's just see what we have. So G++ version. G++ version. And is that going to give me anything? There we go. Okay, Apple Clang version. I do have Clang. I have a compiler. Via Xcode. Yeah, I probably did that at some point. Okay, cool. I wonder how I clear this terminal. I'm gonna say clear. Yep, that works. Okay. That's good to know. So I have a compiler. Now, okay, how do I run Hello World? Hello World. Make sure the compiler is installed and configured correctly. We'll create the simplest Hello World C++ program. So we got to coding, y'all. Create a folder called Hello World and open VS Code in that folder. Okay, create a folder called Hello World. Open VS Code in that folder. Let's see if we can close this terminal. Yep, close. Okay, create a folder. called VS Code. I'm gonna rename this, I guess. Rename Hello World. Open, let's say, and open VS Code in that folder. Did I do that right? Code command opens VS Code in the code dot command opens VS Code in the current working folder, which becomes your workspace. Okay, so create a folder called Hello World, open VS Code in that folder. So I'm actually gonna go back because I don't want to ruin it. Let's go. Create a folder. Solution name, Hello World. Or it might have to be here at this point. Let's go make a folder on our desktop right here. New folder called Hello World. Open VS Code in that folder, I think is what it's saying. Where are we? Desktop, Hello World, open there. Call it first hello. I'll do it in camel case because maybe that's how it wants me to do it. I don't know if that can hurt, probably not. First hello, okay. The code dot command I believe this is in the terminal, right? I do that. Let me see how many people are in the stream. If anyone is here that knows if this cursoring over here is to be written in the terminal, I could use that information. I don't think that's saying let's write that as my program because there's CD and I recognize that. Also, it's command, so it's probably my command line terminal, if I'm not wrong. Opens VS Code in the current working folder, which becomes your workspace. Yeah, I think I do that in terminal. I'm gonna try it. So I'm just gonna copy this. It's probably not mkdir because I might be there, but I'm gonna try it. Open my terminal, Control tick, and paste there. Oh, here's a chat. I wrote that a while ago to look for C++. I wonder how far this stream is delayed. I don't know if it's delayed or not, but I said that a while ago. Maybe. I wrote that a while ago to look for C++. Yeah, I said that a while ago. Maybe the chat's delayed. That wouldn't be too helpful, YouTube and StreamYard. All right. Command not found, not code. Oh, it didn't make it the working folder. Oh, perfect. Yay, so that worked. Okay. Accept the workspace trust dialog by selecting yes. Didn't say anything. There's no workspace trust going on here, but it asked me at least. Create a new file called hello-world.cpp with the new file button in the File Explorer or File New File command. Okay. File, new file called, it's called hello-world.cpp. Miscellaneous. We'll just do that. That's fine. It's not C#, not F#, not any of that other stuff. Maybe, I don't know about text templating or extension. So we're going to go with create a file. I'm going to make it an empty text file or application configuration file. That so .NET application configuration file. No, here's an empty text file. That's what we're going to have to do. So I'm not doing .NET. And call it hello-world.cpp. Yeah, there we go. And the first hello. Oh. Okay. Now let's write our code. Add hello world source code. Here's how it goes. Paste this in the source code. There's some C++ syntax that I remember from my course. Include IOStream, int main. I don't remember what std stands for, but C out. So it's going to print hello world when I run it. Okay. Now press Command S to save the file as. I mean, autosave is really like convenient, but I don't know if I like it that much because I'm a super beginner, so going back is kind of difficult for me. I guess maybe that's part of the beginning. Maybe that'll help learn the learning curve. I don't know. Yeah, I'll enable autosave. Fine. Autosave to automatically save your file changes by checking autosave in the main file menu. File. Oh well. I'll do that after this. Desktop. Hello world. First hello. Right. Save as. Encoding Unicode. Don't know what that means. I'm gonna have to figure that out real quick. So this, let me run a banner on this live stream. Subscribe to Aaron J. Kaplan. And if you just joined the stream, new banners. Now let's get back. Okay. Save as hello world.cpp in the first hello folder. Yeah. What are our options here? Unicode. Don't know what those options are. What is Unicode encoding? What is Unicode encoding? Okay. Is UTF-8 the same as Unicode? Unique decimal numbers. Oh, okay. Probably important. Oh, w3schools.com. I've used them before, and that is an awesome resource. Let's see what it says. If you all are sticking around in the stream, I hope you're excited to see a breakthrough when we run this Hello World program, because I'm excited. Started from the nothing, now we're here. Let's see. This is my real question. Unicode UTF-8 or C++? What you can do about it today? If you want to index Okay, yeah, UTF is going to work. I believe it says UTF-8 is the only text encoding mandated to be supported by the C++ standard for which there is no distinct code unit type. Oh. Okay, I think it'll work. Don't know if I understood that properly, but let's try. Save. Okay, now let's turn on autosave and file. Tick autosave on. I don't know. That's all right. Might already be on. Okay, now back to our running Hello World. Yeah, here we go. Build it. We have a simple C++ program. Let's build it. Select the terminal, run build task command, and the main menu. Okay, terminal. Back to our terminal. And now I know how to do that. Let's go to you, terminal, there. Let's clear here real quick. The more times you do these things, the more you remember them, how to do it without looking it up. But it's be a lot of looking up for the first probably year of me developing. And less looking up later, but for the rest of my developing life, I'll be looking stuff up. I'm almost 100% positive. Okay, how do we run this? Run build task command in the main menu, which is also control command B. No, up arrow command B. All right. Up command B, or is that shift? Oh no. Yeah. Whoa. Okay. Shift. Command shift. B? No. I don't know. Control command B. Yeah. Build successful. Okay. Where do I see it? This will display a drop-down various compiler task options. If you're using a GCC toolset, like you can use. This will compile to create an executable file called helloworld.exe, which will appear in the File Explorer. Here we go. I want to run it. It was built successfully, it said so. But where is it? helloworld.cpp to create an executable file which can appear in the File Explorer. Where is our File Explorer? I'm just going to try to run it first. From a command prompt on a new VS Code integrated terminal, you can now run your program by typing hello world. I'll find where it is later, but I'm gonna run it. / hello world. Okay, there's our syntax. Get this going. Oh, there. Dot / hello. Ah, no such file or directory. And we have run into a problem. It did not build right, or it did not put it anywhere. Might have built, but it didn't put it somewhere. Yeah, because I don't. It said this will create an executable file, which will appear in the file explorer. But I didn't find any. Open. This one, maybe? That's what we're on. All right, I'm gonna go back and try to do it again then. Now that we have a simple C++ program, let's build it. Select the terminal, run build task command in the main menu. Oh, I didn't even do that, did I? Oh yeah, okay, let's try it the way that it says. Terminal, and clear yes terminal. And we're gonna go up here, wherever we can find our terminal thing. Yeah, it's not there though. Visual Studio should say terminal up here. Definitely using a different thing than this though. Might be using a whole different program. But that's definitely Visual Studio is telling me to write in C++, so it's got to work somehow. Terminal, run build task. Oh yeah, here. Run build task. View. Oh, here we go. Maybe this. Save hello world. Let's see. I'm gonna bypass and save it as a exe file. Save it as. Wait, let me duplicate it first. File. What? Cancel. File. If there's a way to duplicate it. No. All right, I'm gonna go back here and try to find terminal. But it doesn't say it at the top of my screen. That's for Visual Studio Code, and this is not Visual Studio Code though. That's got to be the problem. I'm gonna try. All right, I gotta write this in my notes. Notes. And maybe homework, but at least notes. Trying to run hello world the Control Command B, was it right? That worked? I believe so. Let me try again. Control Command B. Yeah. Build successful. Okay. The Control Command B. Control Command B command. Built it successfully, but did not whatever else it's supposed to do, which was save it as, didn't compile it and create an executable file. Okay. But did not compile hello world.cpp and create an executable file called hello world.exe, at least that I can find. Okay. Well, so compile C++. Okay, it should appear in the file explorer, which if I could find that would be great. Explorer, yeah, it should appear there. exe, but I don't see it. First hello. Desktop. Okay. Hello world. First hello. CPP or SLN. What's this again? Is it the same thing? Or maybe it does it like that. Oh, it's already open. Okay, it says there's a little caution error down there. Okay. From a command prompt or a new VS Code integrated terminal, you can now run your program by typing hello world. If everything is set up correctly, you should see the output hello world. But I don't think everything's set up correctly. I'm gonna Google. Hello world. Okay, so not Visual Studio not compiling to executable. Visual Studio not compiling to executable file C++. Try selecting rebuild solution. From the build menu, then select error list from view menu and check if there are errors. Try selecting rebuild solution from build menu. You have a compile errors. Do this. Since your code doesn't compile, then no AXE can be produced. You have to fix the compiler errors. The actual error is that it cannot find the. I'm going to put in hello world because that's a lot to go through that I don't understand. Not compiling to visual to executable file C++ executable Hello world. File C++. Project in Explorer. Open your project in Explorer. Navigate to your build directory. Delete everything in it if you can. If you can't, delete anything that's temporary. So it's a CMake project. So I may be running myself in circles here. I think if I can't get this in like 5 minutes, I'm gonna end the stream and come back to it next time. But right now I'm trying to figure out how I compile to C++ to exe in Visual Studio. Run the command to compile a program. Yep, but what if there's errors? How do I run? Well, WikiHow might have if there's errors. That would be cool. Let's see. How to compile C++ file to an executable. And this may take me back to the concern I had earlier, or well, the thing I found, which was, where was it? Way back, not there. Oh yeah, I saved it in the notes. Good thing I'm taking notes. If you'd prefer a full integrated development environment, Visual Studio Community Edition. So you know what? I think I'm gonna look that up at least real quick because it's not compiling. Fully featured extensible free IDE for creating modern applications, as well as web applications, cloud service. Let's see if there's another version specifically for gaming. C++. Oh, but yeah, this is what I'm looking for. For any workload-based installer, that is what I'm looking for. Yeah. So I think I may have not installed the right Visual Studio. Let's go and download this. Can't be open. Okay. Let's try again. Like what happened earlier, where it just kind of worked on the third try. Third time's a charm, maybe. Open. No, can't be opened. Okay. Let's go back to WikiHow. Maybe it'll work in this. I'm not sure. Open it. It says it's step 1. Step 2, create a new project. Step 3, set up your project. Yeah, and I didn't get to do this. Visual Studio 2019 says you can select C++ from the language menu. I didn't get to select it, and I don't even know if it's in there. Maybe that's why it's not compiling to an executable. What? Open the Solution Explorer if it's not already open. If you don't already see a window with this name, click the View menu and select Solution Explorer to display now. I don't think that's going to be anywhere here, but let's see. Solution Explorer in View. Solution. Huh. Okay. Add your C++ file to the source files folder. Folder is in the Solution Explorer. Drag them there from another window. Rename the main C++ file, the one that contains int name, to the name of the project that you chose if it's not already the same. Is it the same? I don't think so. I think I chose for the name. Yeah, it's called Hello World. I'm gonna rename it Hello World first. Hello World. Okay, let's try that. That might have been the problem right there, actually. Let's try to build it again. Okay. Terminal, where are you, terminal? Where'd it go? That was how I opened it earlier. There. No. That's not my terminal. Is it? Where'd you go, terminal? Oh, whoa. Not properties. I meant terminal. Okay. There you are, my terminal. And let's see. I'm going to try it again. I'm just going to go back. How did I build that? Said what you do. What was the command again? Oh yeah. Control Command B. Build successful. Now let's try running it. Where can I run it from here? All right, it's built. How do I run it? Run Hello World. On my command line prompt. Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. Run Hello World. Hello World. No such file or directory. Maybe I have to do it in the proper case. Oh. Oh, shucks. That didn't work. Yeah, guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and make a couple notes here. Trying to run Hello World, the control, I already made that note. So that next time I start the stream, it'll be easier to find. Although actually, I'm gonna do that after I get off the stream. But first, I'm gonna tell you all goodbye. Thank you so much for joining me today. Just want to recap real quick. So we are trying to install Visual Studio. Well, really, let's get down to the basics. We're trying to find something that I can code C++ for Unreal Engine, and I think Visual Studio works. Should. Seems like it's possible from what we discovered today. But I'm having some trouble with actual IDE, getting it to run anything. So I'm going to have to figure that out next stream on this coming Saturday. And until then, I will wish you all a wonderful rest of your day or evening, depending where you're located in the world. And that's all, y'all. Thanks so much for joining. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.